You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I am back. Rodgers for Black and White Sports 2. Well, we're going to talk about Aaron Rodgers. We've got a major update. We know exactly what the Packers want now as far as compensation. But if you're a New York Jet fan, I would be more concerned about Woody Johnson right now, because evidently something that Aaron Rodgers said on the Pat McAfee Show is the reason why the Jets are refusing to come off what they are offering back to the Packers. This got a lot of play the couple of days afterwards, but it didn't get as much attention as I think a lot of people thought it might. Well, the owner of the New York Jets took note of it, and it has got him worried, and it kind of makes you wonder if there's a chance this thing could implode right now, because I guess it's bothering. I mean, it's bothering the New York Jets enough that they're not willing to make this trade, at least not yet. This is Yahoo Sports by way of NBC Chicago. And then we've got Awful Announcing that's going to get into specifics about Woody Johnson. The Chicago Bears can see the light at the end of the tunnel. This is a site that covers the Bears through Yahoo. Life in the NFC North without Aaron Rodgers, who has been tormenting them on football field for almost 20 years, is close to becoming a reality. Despite Rodgers admitting on the Pat McAfee Show he desires to become a New York Jet and plans to be traded there, the deal is yet to be done. The compensation for the future Hall of Fame quarterback has not been agreed upon, but reports are slowly creeping in about desired compensation for the Packers' end. According to Charles Robinson, he's been locked in on this for a while, of Yahoo Sports on the Wild and Tush show, or Tosh show, the Packers are searching for a second-round pick in this year's draft and next year's 2024 first-round pick. Quote, the Packers are holding out for what they want right now, and that's a problem with the Jets, and more specifically, Jets ownership. He also mentioned the Packers would be willing to send the Jets a 2025 draft asset if Rodgers doesn't play past 2023. Rodgers mentioned to Pat McAfee he was 90% certain he would retire after last season. Okay, this is a major problem. This is a major problem. According to Yahoo Sports NFL reporter Charles Robinson, it was Rodgers himself who has apparently given Jets team owner Woody Johnson cold feet over pulling off this exchange, meaning that it was Rodgers' appearance on the Pat McAfee Show which led things to go uphill rather than downhill. Appearing on that same radio show we was talking about, Robinson called the impasse over Rodgers between the Jets and Packers a, quote, ridiculous standstill. Robinson further explained that the draft picks the Packers want is giving the Jets some pause. Quote, the Packers are holding out for what they want right now, and that's a problem, I think, with the Jets, and more specifically, Jets ownership. And it goes on to talk about what I just said. Now, and the Jets, Woody Johnson specifically, are just not going to do it. Wow. That's why this is sort of sitting where it is. Who is responsible for why this is up in the air? What happened was, they sort of had trade parameters worked out, and then Aaron went on Pat McAfee and said he was 90% retired, or I was 90% retired when I went into the darkness retreat. I think it scared Woody, and that was one of the things that scared him. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit, but that didn't get nearly as much play as a couple of people pointed it out. A couple of people said, If you're the Jets, wouldn't you be concerned about the fact that he was 90% retired going into the retreat and then come out and your thought process is, what exactly happened? Why did you change your mind? Yada, yada, yada. But, Michael Irvin used to say, if you're thinking about retirement, you're already retired if you're an NFL player. So that's wild. We know what the Packers want. It's the Jets. I guess not. It's the Jets not wanting to do it. And it's not so much they're worried about whether he plays past next year. Woody Johnson is concerned about the fact that Aaron Rodgers was so close to walking away from the NFL. I guess Woody Johnson did not know that. The Jets owner did not know that until he went on the Pat McAfee show and said, I thought I was going to retire. I was 90% sure I was going to retire. And the Jets owner's like, wait a minute. He was that close to wanting to walk away from the NFL, period? And now the Jets owner's like, no, we're not giving them next year's first-round pick. That's very interesting indeed. We never thought about the fact that, something he said on that Pat McAfee show might have doomed this whole thing. But I would assume this will still happen. I believe, and I said this, I think it was yesterday, I still believe that this is going to end up happening on coming into the second day of the NFL draft. For example, that's a primetime event, the NFL draft. And I think, it comes on at 7 Central Time, right? My time. 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, or whatever. Maybe it's 6. Maybe it's 7 p.m. Eastern. But I could see this thing getting ready to come on and then the trade happening 20 minutes before they go live. Or while somebody's on the clock even. But I think the second night is the real pivot point here. Aaron Rodgers, according to Mike Greenberg, does not want to come show up to the Jets. He's like, I'm good. I don't want to show up till May anyway. So wait until the draft or wait until after the draft because he wants them to use this year's first-round pick on an offensive tackle. But that's crazy. This is the first time that we've heard that what Rodgers said on the Pat McAfee show has caused issues for the Jets side. Very interesting that Woody Johnson's not willing to do that. I'm telling you, we already had rumors about the Niners. There's going to end up being another team that is an owner is going to end up calling Aaron Rodgers. Another team's owner is going to end up calling Aaron Rodgers and being like, hey, Aaron, it's Jim Irsay. Or insert other team here. This has a chance to get really messy before it gets over with. I'm not saying he's not going to the Jets. I think he will. But the longer it goes on, if you're a Jets fan, you got to get nervous. I heard Florio say, you cannot look past the fact that he said, my intention is to play for the Jets, not I'm going to play for the Jets. And Florio contends that choice of words was intentional by Aaron Rodgers. Intentional. That's not saying I'm definitely playing for said team. As of right now, at this moment, I intend to play for that team. Okay. Tell me, immunized. Man, he thought he took shit over that. Holy crap. If he ends up not going to the Jets, look out. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.